In a small town called Città di Castello, tucked into the hills of Umbria, Italy, a baby girl was born on September 30th, 1964. Her father ran a trucking company. Her mother was a quiet housewife who painted in her spare time. There was no fanfare, no sign that this ordinary Italian household had just welcomed a girl who would one day be called the most beautiful woman in the world. They named her Monica Anna Maria Bellucci. She was an only child, and from the very beginning, she was different. She didn't walk home from school the normal way. She took detours, avoided crowds, tried to disappear. Why? Because everywhere she went, people stared. A little girl, uncomfortable in her own skin, not yet realizing that the very thing making her uneasy would one day make her unforgettable. At 13, a family friend who worked as a photographer asked to take her picture. It seemed like nothing at the time, a harmless afternoon. But that single photograph would quietly set the first domino in motion. By 16, Monica was modeling, traveling to Milan and Paris, chasing a career that seemed to be choosing her rather than the other way around. But here's the twist nobody expects. She wasn't dreaming of runways. She was studying philosophy, Latin, and Greek, and enrolled at the University of Perugia to become a lawyer. A lawyer. Picture that for a second. A world where Monica Bellucci spends her life in courtrooms instead of on camera. Fate had other plans. The door that elite model management opened. When Monica arrived in Milan, she crossed paths with a modeling agent named Piero Pazzi. His first reaction? He told her flatly that she wasn't ready. A door slammed shut before it even opened. Most people would have walked away discouraged. Monica didn't. Not long after, elite model management signed her. Then came the covers Elle France, Vogue Spain. By 1989, at just 25, she was living in New York City and already a millionaire. Dolce & Gabbana made her their muse. Dior used her image for their haute couture line. Legendary photographer Richard Avedon captured her on film. Every major fashion house wanted her name attached to theirs. But underneath the glamour, something else was stirring. A different kind of ambition was taking root, one that had nothing to do with runways. One photograph changed everything. In 1990, Italian director Carlo Vanzina spotted Monica's photo in a magazine and recommended her to director Dino Risi, who was searching for a new face for his television miniseries. Monica had never once considered acting, and suddenly, she was cast. In 1991, Vita Coi Figli marked her acting debut. But the real twist was still coming. Roman Coppola, son of legendary director Francis Ford Coppola, spotted Monica's photo in an Italian magazine and convinced his father to offer her a film role. The result? Monica became one of Dracula's brides in Bram Stoker's Dracula 1992, her international film debut. During filming in Los Angeles, she felt out of place, unsure of her English, and quietly decided her next move would be back home in Italy. But something inside her had shifted. She needed to act. She returned to Italy and enrolled in acting classes. For 4 frustrating years, she worked in Italian films, restless, hungry for something bigger. In 1995, she packed up and moved to Paris. That decision would change everything. The apartment, the role that rewrote her story. In Paris, Monica landed the role of Lisa in The Apartment 1996. It earned her a César Award nomination and became her breakout moment, the film that finally gave her real credibility as an actress, both in France and beyond. On that very film set, she met a French actor named Vincent Cassel. Neither of them knew it yet, but that meeting would eventually lead to a 14-year marriage, 2 daughters, and a partnership the press would later call the golden couple of European cinema. But her career was only just beginning to climb. In 1997, Pierce Brosnan personally screen tested with Monica for the James Bond film Tomorrow Never Dies and pushed for her to land the role. The studio said no, only an American actress could play the part. A golden opportunity, gone in an instant. Would Monica ever get her shot at the Bond franchise? The answer was yes, but she'd have to wait 18 more years for it. Malèna, the role that made the world weep. The year 2000 arrived, and with it, Giuseppe Tornatore's film Malèna. Monica played a World War II widow, her story told through the eyes of a 13-year-old boy who worships her from afar. The role became a defining moment of her career. Critics called her performance heroic, but the film was so provocative that 10 minutes of footage were cut for its American release. That same year, she starred alongside Morgan Freeman and Gene Hackman in Under Suspicion, finally catching the attention of American audiences. Freeman later said there was something in her eyes, a depth, a sense that she'd truly lived a life. But in 2002, Monica made a film that would shake the world, and this time, it wasn't her acting that made headlines. It was controversy. Irreversible, the scene that shook Cannes. In Gaspar Noé's film Irreversible, Monica starred opposite her real-life partner Vincent Cassel. The film contained a brutal, 9-minute, unbroken rape scene, filmed in a Paris underpass. It took 4 takes to complete. When the film premiered at the 2002 Cannes Film Festival at midnight, chaos erupted. Audience members fainted. Others suffered breakdowns. Roughly 200 people walked out mid-screening. The director himself said he'd never seen an actress with that much raw courage. Would this controversy sink her career? Not even close. If anything, it opened doors to even bigger projects. From The Matrix to The Passion of the Christ. In 2003, Monica played Persephone in both The Matrix Reloaded and The Matrix Revolutions, dangerous, sensual, laced with dry humor. The films grossed well over $1 billion combined worldwide. But 2004 brought what might be the most difficult role of her career. Mel Gibson was making a film about the final hours of Jesus Christ's life, The Passion of the Christ. Monica personally requested a meeting with Gibson for the role of Mary Magdalene. Her own agent warned her against it, worried the film's distribution wasn't even secured and that it could flop. She ignored the advice, turned down another offer, and took the risk. She had to learn Aramaic and Latin in a matter of weeks. Could she pull it off? The film went on to gross over $611 million worldwide. Critics singled her out as one of the film's most memorable presences. The decision everyone warned her against became one of the biggest hits of her career. Motherhood and a historic Bond moment. In 2004, while pregnant, Monica posed nude for the cover of Vanity Fair Italy, a quiet but powerful protest against Italy's restrictive IVF laws. That kind of boldness became part of her identity. The years rolled on. Then came 2015. At 50 years old, Monica played Lucia Chiara in the James Bond film Spectre, becoming the oldest Bond girl in the franchise's history. The role that had slipped through her fingers 18 years earlier finally found its way back to her, in a form that cemented her place in film history forever. When the marriage ended, but not the love. In 2013, after 14 years of marriage, Monica and Vincent Cassel's relationship came to an end. The announcement became a top trending topic on Twitter. As the mother of 2 daughters, Deva and Leonie, Monica had to rebuild her life on her own terms. Would she find love again? Years passed. In 2019, she was in a relationship with a French sculptor, which also ended. Then, in 2023, news broke. Monica Bellucci was dating Hollywood director Tim Burton. That relationship led her straight into his 2024 film, Beetlejuice, where she played the villain Dolores. But by September 2025, that relationship had ended too. Once again, life placed her at a crossroads. A woman who never stops. Today, standing at the threshold of her 60s, Monica Bellucci is no longer just an actress. She's become a symbol. The French government has honored her with the Order of Arts and Letters and the Legion of Honor. She's a permanent member of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, representing Italy. In 2019, she made her stage debut portraying Maria Callas, drawing thousands of audience members across theaters worldwide. When asked about cosmetic surgery, her answer is refreshingly direct. Instead of hiding her wrinkles, she embraces them. In her view, beauty doesn't fade with time. It deepens. The little girl from a small Italian town, once uncomfortable under the weight of people's stares, has become someone the entire world now looks to and thinks, maybe beauty and courage share the same name, Monica Bellucci. And this story is far from over, because for Monica Bellucci, every new year seems to bring another chapter worth telling.